Welcome to our biology online class. Before enter into this class, I would like to say a few words about biosphere. What is biosphere? Biosphere is a living world where different species of plants and animals live. All the plants in the biosphere are grouped under the plant kingdom and animals in the biosphere are grouped under animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is otherwise called as Animalia. In the Animalia, animals are divided into two groups as animals without backbones and animals with backbones. The animals without backbones are called invertebrates and the animals with backbones are called as chordates. Now even though these animals are grouped under single animal kingdom, they may vary in different aspects as habit, habitat, mode of reproduction, structural organization, etc. So in this class, we are going to learn about the structural organization of animals. This is unit 13 of the biology. So in this class, we are going to learn about the structural organization of animals. The structural organization may be the external morphological organization, structural organization, or the anatomical structural organization. The morphological structural organization deals with the external morphology of the animals and the anatomical structural organization deals with the internal structure of animals. In this class, structural organization, we are going to learn about the detailed structural organization of Indian cattle leech because this is the best representative of the invertebrates. The Indian cattle leech is otherwise called as leech. Its scientific name is Hirudinaria granulosa. The scientific name of Indian cattle leech, that is the common name. Common name is Indian cattle leech and its scientific name is Hirudinaria granulosa. It is in the taxonomic classification. It has the position under the phylum Animalia. Phylum Animalia. It groups under the phylum Animalia, class Hirudinea, order Gnathobdellida, genus Hirudinaria, and the species Granulosa. Once again I repeat, it comes under the taxonomic position in various units such as phylum Animalia, class Hirudinea, order Gnathobdellida, genus Hirudinaria, and the species Granulosa. See, the last two units, genus and species, are the lowest units of the classification. These lowest two units form the scientific name, Hirudinaria granulosa. Now let's learn about the habit and habitat of the Indian cattle leech, where it is seen and what is its routine behavior. Actually, it is seen in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. It is seen in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. And main habitat, that is the routine behavior, they are the freshwater animals seen in ponds, lakes, swamps, slow streams, etc. Actually, they are the blood-sucking ectoparasites. They are the blood-sucking ectoparasites. It is attached with the body surface of the fish, frog, cattle and even human beings. And they feed on the blood of these organisms. That means it feed on the blood of fish, frogs, cattle, human beings. So this nature, blood-sucking nature of leech is called as sanguivorous. The blood-sucking nature of the Indian cattle leech is called as sanguivorous. Students, next let's learn about the external morphology of the Indian cartilage. Okay, before see the external morphology, let's see the visual image of Indian cartilage. See, this is the visual image of Indian cartilage. It is, the body is soft, vermiform, elongated. The body is soft in nature, vermiform. Vermiform means worm-like structure, and elongated. The body is elongated. When it is extended, it may contract and may extend. In the contracted position, it is spherical in structure, and in extracted state, it is ribbon shaped. And see the coloration. In the dorsal side, it is olive green in color. The dorsal side, the body is olive green in color. In the ventral side, it is yellow red or yellow orange in color. Then see the body is divided into many segments. The body is divided into many segments. And the body is divided into many segments. And the segmented body is called metamerism. This segmented body is called metamerism. The segmentation of the body is called metamerism. Actually, the total body is divided into 33 segments. The segments are superficially subdivided into many ring-like structures. They are called annuli. Each segment is superficially subdivided into small rings called annuli. And that from the 9th to 11th segments, there is a temporary structure is present, that is called clitellum. The clitellum is used for cocoon production during the breeding season. Cocoon is nothing but the egg case. Then see the receptors. There are 5 pairs of eyes are present in the first 5 segments of dorsal side, and each segment is provided with a pair of eyes. So totally 5 pairs of eyes in the first 5 segments, and these eyes are provided with sensory projections. Each eye is provided with sensory projections. They contain the segmental receptors and the annular receptors. The segmental receptors are present in the first annulus of each segment, and annular receptors are present in each annulus of the segments. Annulus is nothing but the superficial subdivision of segments. See this visual image. This is the dorsal view. These are the first 5 segments. In the first 5 segments, 5 pairs of eyes are present. So totally 10 eyes are present. Next, suckers. There are 2 suckers are present. Suckers are nothing but the organs of attachment. The organs of attachment is called suckers. The suckers are, first sucker is anterior sucker, and the next one is posterior sucker. Anterior sucker is otherwise called as oral sucker. It is present in the ventral portion of the mouth, and the posterior sucker is present in the last 7 segments. Anterior segment and posterior anterior sucker and the posterior sucker, both are used for attachment, but the anterior sucker used only for feeding. See, this is the anterior sucker. It is otherwise called as oral sucker because it is present mid-ventrally in the mouth, mid-ventral position of the mouth. So it is called as oral sucker. This is called posterior sucker. It occupies the last 7 segments. In addition to all these structures, the external apertures are seen all over the body. Apertures are nothing but small pores. There are 5 important types of pores are seen. They are mouth, anus, nephridiopores, male genital pore and the female genital pore. Mouth, it is located in the first 5 segments, that is in the mid-ventral portion of the mid. The mouth occupies in the first 5 segments. The mouth is seen in the middle of the anterior sucker. Anus is seen in the middle of the posterior sucker. Anus is seen in the middle of the posterior sucker. But it opens dorsally exterior by the 26th segment. In the dorsal side, anus opens in the 26th segment from the posterior sucker. The next one is the nephridiopores. Nephridia are the organs of excretion. Nephridia are the excretory organs. And the nephridia opens exterior by means of the small pores, small openings. They are called as the nephridiopores. Actually, there are 17 pairs of nephridiopores are present from the 6th segment up to the 22nd segment. So, on the whole, there are 17 pairs of nephridiopores are present. Then male genital pore. Male genital pore is present in the 10th segment. They are all seen in the ventral side only. Male genital pore, female genital pore, everything is seen in the ventral side only. It is seen in the 10th segment, in the second and third, in the middle of the second and third annulus. Similarly, the female genital pore is present in the 11th segment, mid-ventrally, in between the second and third annulus. The total body is divided into 6 important divisions, that is the divisions of the body. The each body is divided into 6 divisions. They are cephalic region, which occupies from the segment 1 to 5th. The second one is the preclitteral region. It occupies 6th, 7th and 8th segments. Clitteral region. It occupies 9th, 10th and 11th segments. Middle region from 12th up to the 22nd segments. The caudal region, next one. It occupies from the 23rd up to the 26th segments. The final one is the posterior sucker. It occupies 27th to 33rd segments. That is the posterior sucker. Students, I hope you would have understood the lesson very well. You would have taken the notes also. You go through the notes thoroughly and read the lessons, prepare well. Let's meet in the next class.